Hey everybody, oh, hang on. My husband is just calling me. Okay, I think we are good. I think we're live. Hang on. Phone's falling over here. All right. Toddler nap time. Hopefully she stays put for a little bit while longer. I wanted to, I know, I just declined your call. I wanted to jump on to talk through 5 tips for coaching postnatal fitness group classes. This is a question that I am often asked because I think it can seem a little overwhelming and a bit confusing on how best to serve this postnatal fitness coaching population when we're coaching group classes of moms or moms and babies, and we have people at all different stages postpartum or all different fitness levels, a range of core and pelvic health, function and dysfunction coming into our classes. And again, it can just feel overwhelming and a bit frightening on where to start. So I wanted to offer 5 tips to you today that can hopefully make this process just seem way simpler. And I can tell you from years of coaching these in-person classes with moms and babes of all different levels, of all different ages of babies, that is so possible to do. And these classes can be absolute magic in your community. So if you are doing this, if you are wanting to offer this, absolutely go for it. You can do this really successfully. Okay, so tip number 1, modifications in mind for every class you are about to teach. You always go into these classes over prepared. When I was coaching in-person classes with moms and babes, it felt like a workout for me. You are going to be coaching hard during these classes. You're going to be going from station to station and person to person. You're probably going to be sweating. You're going to be carrying babies. You're going to be getting toys for kiddos. You're going to be comforting these kiddos so mom is able to get her workout in. And then you're also going to be coaching moms. So you're going to be running your butt off. So go into these classes over prepared. And what I mean by that is have modifications in mind for every exercise that you are going to be having in your program plan for that day. So one exercise gets 2 to 3 modifications along with it. You have these modifications written down. You don't go into this class without a plan written down. The plan is written down, and we'll talk about where to write that plan in just a second. But if you have a squat station, you have multiple different options for moms to choose at that squat station. Say you are offering a goblet squat. That could be regressed to a body weight or mini band squat, or it could be taken up to, say, a dumbbell front squat or even a barbell option if that is a possibility for you. So you always have modifications in mind for every station, and then we can serve the body however we need to. We can adjust however we need to for that person, okay? So that's number 1, modifications in mind for every exercise you offer during the plan for this particular workout. Number 2, your class needs to be written down somewhere for people to see, or you're going to get asked 1 million times what the next station is, what the next exercise is, how many reps is it, how many sets, because moms are not going to remember. It's just too much. It's too much, especially if they have babies there that they are trying to wrangle and trying to do their workout at the same time. Write your class down on a whiteboard or a chalkboard somewhere where all your participants are able to see the workout. You're still going to get asked lots of times, but that is okay. As long as the reps and sets are written down and people can refer to it throughout the class, going to be super, super helpful for you. Okay? So that's number 2. Number 3, I really like circuit style classes when I am teaching in group settings. So you have, say, 2, 3, maybe 4 stations. Again, keep it more minimal so people don't have to remember as many different exercises or cues or reps. So 2, 3, perhaps 4 stations, people rotating through the station. Ensure you have enough equipment for the exercise that you are offering and different weights so people can choose exactly what they need to meet their body on that day for that exercise. Also consider though if the reps that you're offering for each station, for each exercise are going to match up pretty close, so people are going to be rotating at the same time. This is key because you don't want people to just be standing around for really lengthy periods of time, although I would be totally cool with that as a participant. The more rest, the better. But you don't want people to stand around waiting and waiting to get to the next station or to get to the next equipment. And if that is happening, again, have the plan in the back of your mind that you have some mobility work that you could throw in, some active recovery exercises to put in if you do notice that people are standing around, okay? So I like circuit style. You can use time-based reps in your exercises at your circuits that you are choosing. I don't like to overuse it personally myself. I think that our form can get a little sloppy. We can lose the intention when it's all time-based exercise. So I prefer reps myself, but absolutely that can be a useful strategy too. So do your best to keep people moving at around the same time through the circuits of the exercises that you're offering. Number 4. Have a plan. If you are offering this class in a session format, so for me, I would offer 8-week sessions typically. You could do 6, you could do 10, 4 weeks, whatever it might be. Have a plan. Where are you going throughout the session that you are offering? Have a plan for progression, even if people have been to your class before. So educate your clients on where you are going to be taking them so they know the plan. So each week is going to build on itself. And again, you can do that for different levels, different fitness levels, different core and pelvic floor dysfunctions, because you're going to have the modifications for each different exercise in every single class. So it can always suit the level of the participant. Last one, number 5, don't overcoach. This was something that I used to do a ton, offer lots of cues, lots of different things to think about at every different station for every exercise, just tons of coaching. Don't overcoach. Give them a cue, a couple of cues to think about at each station, but just let them get to it. Let them get to it. And it is okay if things don't look perfect. It is okay if the technique is not spot on for every rep. They need to learn these things and feel these things in their bodies. So just let them go and let them have some fun, and let this be a place where they don't have to think too hard all the time. If they are feeling good during it, if their symptoms, if they have any, are managed, they are responding well to the loading during and after class, it's going to be okay. So I wrote about this today in a blog that I published about how I am particular about exercise form, and I have a long background in gymnastics, so it's in my blood to want pretty form during exercise. But this is something that might not happen all the time in class. Of course, we can be particular about certain elements and certain strategies that we are using to coach in, but don't expect perfection. It's just going to be too much overload for moms to be able to handle during exercise, and they are going to figure this out as they go and as they get more reps under their belt. Okay, I think that's everything. I have my notes as always. Like I was saying, write the class on the board so you're not asked a million times. I have to write down my notes all the time now so I remember where I'm going. So I think that is it. Any questions? Quick note, I just announced a new bonus that is live for the Postnatal Fitness Specialist Academy, 48 hours, only available until Saturday afternoon. It is going to be a live coaching session that we're going to do group style, all business strategy that we're going to be talking about. That session will be held at the end of May. More details to come when you get registered for the academy, but only available to those who are registering for the Postnatal Fitness Specialist Academy who are in by Saturday afternoon. So you can go to my feed on Instagram to find that, and I'm going to post it here on Facebook soon too. So that is it. Academy registration is still open. We're closing down Monday, again, for at least 6 months, potentially longer. And I think that's everything. Okay? So if you have more questions on this topic about coaching, postnatal fitness, and groups, definitely let me know. Any questions about the Academy, feel free to shoot me a message and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay. Have a good afternoon, everybody.